Hello and welcome back to another episode here at Scriptcase by me. And in today's episode, well, I want to share one of my favorite tools. You see that saliva coming there. Yes, favorite tools that I've had in the last few years. And I tell you, I just got it back because it's been a little while since I used it. And that is my Remarkable. I have loved this better paper, better thinking. This Remarkable 2, which is what it is awesome. Awesome. So to give you an idea, well, let's jump in, shall we? Okay, so let's check out the website, shall we? So in the website, you have a ton of information. And yes, it is remarkable.com. And this tablet of mine, I tell you, this has been my favorite, I would say, tool, because that's what a client said to me before. For him, it was a tool, and it's, he said, yeah, it's more than a tool to me. It's like a godsend, really, because it is awesome. Now, everything they say on here, the world's thinnest tablet, well, I believe that. It is super thin. It is very light. I can drag it around with me, piece of cake. I have it with my laptop. It doesn't add any extra weight. The pen, the one that comes with them, it sticks to the side here beautifully. I never used to have that. In fact, I used to have here the Statler Norris Digital Jumbo pen, because this pen is much cheaper. And in fact, I just want to check something very quickly, because like I said, I just got this back again, and it was because my pen was not working. This pen had actually stopped working, and I had ordered some new tips. And there's a bit of story why it had taken so long, and it's also one of the reasons why I am making this video today, because, not only has this been one of my favorite tools, actually getting a new one was very good. So a lot of those reviews that I've been reading, bad reviews about Remarkable, I really cannot agree with those. I cannot. The tablet itself has been awesome. I have been using it for all sorts of things. I have created some custom PDFs and forms on there that you can fit in beautifully for meetings, for events, for project ideas, for planning, for all of that. So SketchWow, for instance, was one of those applications I bought in between for, presentations and so on. But for my mind planning, when I'm off somewhere else, or even here at the desk and I want to present something, then this has been and is my go-to tool, because yes, tool, there you go, I said it. It is awesome. You can create all of your documents, and as I said, I have created some custom PDFs. If you're interested in those, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to, add them somewhere, maybe create another video on the templates that I've created and put together, and then, well, add them there for you to download, because for me, they've been invaluable. And well, let's have a look a little more at the website. So obviously it's a paper tablet. You have a pen with it. And yes, it really is as close to paper as it gets. I used to have a stack of notepads, and all the time, somebody would say to me, right, I need this project. Okay, there you go. My brain's working. Here's the database. I'm planning it out. And I'd always use pen and paper. Okay. So old school, pen and paper, you write, yeah, whatever you like. So in my case, this is, and most definitely, the best replacement. Now, not only do I have like my normal documentation here, notepads, I have scribbles on here. I don't know if you can see that, but little scribbles of designs, whatever, the garden plans, all of that. It all comes on here. My to-do list, all of that. And at the same time, you can do a lot more, because it really does, as it really does help you organize your work, and it totally levels up your note taking, because you can not only take notes, you can copy paste, you can cut. It's like your pen and paper computer. It's insane. It's awesome. So if you are somebody who uses a pad and a pen a lot, yeah, look no further. You want one of these babies. I tell you, you really want one of these. And at the same time, go for the Connect plan. I had the Connect plan, and that is also why I have a brand new one. Okay, so to give you an idea, as I was saying, I had my pad. I've had it for around 2 to 3 years now, I think. And my pen, my Statler pen, my cheap pen, stopped working. So I ordered new tips, and I at the same time ordered one of the Forever tips, which is what I have on here now, which actually looks really nice. It doesn't give me the same pen effect as the Remarkable pen does, because I ordered this one to make sure that it was the pen and not the pad. Because when I contacted support, of course, the first thing they said, well, it's your pen. And I said, well, no, because I have one, I have two, and I in fact have 3 pens, which I have tried out, each of them with different tips on. So here I have the default tip on, here I have the Forever tip, and here I have a brand spanking new pen from Remarkable. So there was no ifs or buts. It most definitely was an issue with my pad. And as I can see today, I can write on here with all 3 of these pens beautifully. And the bonus of the Statler one is it comes with the rubber. And today, now I can rubber as well. Look at that. See, my old pen works beautifully, even though I have a feeling I will be using the Remarkable pen more often, just because of it has a, I don't know, the feeling to it's a little nicer, much nicer than the Statler. The Statler feels like a plastic pen that I'm using, even though it's really cool. And yeah, it's half the price of one of these for the 2 with the Forever tip, you know. So, you know, there may be an option, but yeah, this is really nice. Now I should note there is a delete functionality on here, so there is an eraser on here, and you can just choose an area that you want to delete, which is awesome. And at the same time, you can, like I said before, you can cut and paste that into different areas. You can even add layers, so it's like you have a tablet like Photoshop in some shape or form. So yes, adding those plans, those ideas, those processes on this Remarkable tablet, I tell you, it is the best tool I have used in the last few years. Guaranteed. I cannot fault it. Now, my experience with support was also very good. I have to say, you know, like I said, I ordered the extra pen just to be sure. And then I ordered one of their pens as well, because I wasn't sure, maybe it was the pen, maybe it was the tip, you know how it goes. I wanted to, you know, check that. I didn't want to have any comeback on the support. And then I figured, well, I will order one of their pens just in case they had changed something on the pad. But no, all 3 pens still work, so it really was an issue with the tablet. And of course, in that case, the screen has stopped working after a few years. But, you know, considering you have no idea how much I've used this. I've used it a lot. So you can see here the sort of presentations and processes, and you can do sketches on this like crazy. You have all sorts of pen types that you can change from. And like I said, you can just move your content around like you are using Photoshop. Reading documents on here is beautiful. The only thing I would say, the lighting, you need to have a good lighting with this. Because later in the evening, when you have the nighttime light, let's say, for when you're watching a movie or just TV or just evening in general, yeah, I can barely make anything out on this anymore. I need to switch on a light so that I can actually see it. So that is the only downside. Now in the office, I have sunlight, no light in here yet. I can still see this very nicely, but soon I will need to switch on the actual lights. Now, other than that, I tell you, this baby has been a godsend. So if you don't have one, I can highly recommend it. Now, the Connect option, which is basically the monthly package you get here with these guys, well, you know, you should check it out. So let's come up here. Let's go to buy now. And you can see here the price. It's not cheap. I know, 349 euros. It is not cheap. It has a ton of reviews. The bad reviews, well, for sure, those are the people that did not go for the Connect. And in that case, if something happens with my pad, well, the Connect covers me. I get a brand new one. No questions pretty much asked. Yeah. Okay. I say yeah because, of course, I already told you how it went with support. It could be the pen when it wasn't. And I already done that test. But thankfully, straight away. They said, yeah, absolutely, all good. And it took me 2 weeks then to take the old pad to the DHL drop center because I've been so busy, and at the same time it's 15 kilometers away. So I had to go there because DHL here is a nightmare. Somehow they deliver things, but they can never pick things up. And at the same time, I had the tablet pretty much 2 days, 3 days after shipping the other one. I had the email from them the next day telling me that it had left their warehouse. And then the next day I had another email telling me that they were going to send it out, which I thought was awesome because I knew it was already on the way. So that was really, really cool. And of course, check it out, guys, gals, all of you, whoever's watching. This is definitely worth every penny that you spend on it. Now the Connect plan, I don't know if it's still here because I'm not seeing. Let's see here in the store. Remarkable 1, Remarkable 2. The markers I do find expensive, and the tips and the folios, you can get a lot of this cheaper elsewhere. The cables, well, come on, everybody has hundreds of these already, so don't worry about these. Now, I am not seeing the Connect option here. Maybe that is then only given when you actually connect your device. So it's not mentioned anywhere there on the home page, which is weird. So here we have the actual page all about the Connect. So you have to go actually into the menu for that, which is, a little bit odd. So it's not really promoting to sell this with the tablet. So do be aware of that. You do really want to have this. It's only $3 a month. It's nothing for your, you get the trial initially with the tablet anyway, so you get a full year for free. You can take notes from anywhere. You get the protection plan, which is, you really want that, okay? And that is, of course, initially, I'm already over the 3 years, so I guess I've had it over 3 years. I'm just over the 3 years, but as I said, I have the Connect plan. And with the Connect plan, well, everything is good. So you subscribe to that. It gives you the online access so you can use the online storage like OneBox and Dropbox and so on. And you can then actually download your files or upload your files to those storage areas, which is really, really cool as well. And at the same time, I was going to mention, I not only have my files and scribbles on here and all of those thoughts and everything else, I also have all of my manuals. So all the hardware manuals, I have the manual for the TV, the stereo, they're all on here. Everything. All that crappy books, they're all gone. They're all on here. Even my cooking books or whatever else I would like to look at, it's all on here. And it's jam-packed with I can go anywhere, and I have years of content on here already that I can just look through, read beautifully, as well as zoom into, and I can even create extra PDFs on here as well as the typical notes and stuff. So really, this is one of the best of them all. Do be sure to check it out. So I hope you have liked this video, and of course, Remarkable is not sponsoring me for this video, okay? There's nobody's asked me to create this video. This is entirely my own humble opinion, okay? So if you don't like it, I'm sorry for you. And of course, I'm sorry if you've had problems with it. Contact them, let them know, hey guys, of course, always let your opinion be known. And that is, of course, why I created this video. So that maybe you, if you would use this baby, then you're gonna love it. And you thought that was it, didn't you? Well, no, because with the Remarkable, I also have my desktop application. So it's all fair and good in me flashing this thing here in front of you, because it doesn't matter whether you see it on here or not. I can also share it with you here on my desktop. So here I have a quick sheet, and of course it's the first time I'm opening this since I've set it back up again, and we can go through the learning steps here together. So we have here the desktop note taking. I can take notes on my desktop which are then transferred to my Remarkable. How cool is that? Okay, so next up, let's go learn more. We have then text and handwriting combined. With the Connect plan, your handwriting can become text. It's awesome. So if you can't read your handwriting, it's very, very handy for that one. Okay, as well as sharing and organizing notes, because I can create notebooks as well as quick sheets, capture my ideas, and I can sort them around and arrange them into pages, and then share them with somebody else. It's just really, really cool. So here, silly scribble, I know, it's awful, but it's just the idea of my garden. So this basically would be my big driveway here. Here I have some stones and a tree. That's a bit of grassway, and here is, yeah, a big wall. Okay, and here is a path. So very simple little sketch. I know I'm useless at drawing, and they get worse, believe. So you can get an idea of the sort of things that you can do. And of course, with these, you would generally zoom in, because yes, you'd be zooming into these, and that is what I would be doing on the pad as well. I'd be zooming in, moving it around, and then adjusting. And like I said, this baby really is like having Photoshop in your hand. Now, to give you an idea, here is my August 2022 planner that I had started. Now, here, week 2 planner. In fact, maybe I won't go through that because, yeah. But we have some templates here that I have provided, or prepared. And, you see I have a toolkit. So from the toolkit, I've grabbed some elements, and at the same time, I've gone and created a load of my own, which is really cool. So I have here a training template that I created ages ago. So when I first got the tablet, I went and created loads of templates. Yeah. Some of them I haven't even used. So here, for instance, this is a PDF. So I can just click these buttons up here, and it will take me to those sections, which is really cool, because just like that, I can access here the front section, or I can access the video list of that training. Yeah, that's really cool. And of course, there are multiple pages for this, so multiple sections. So if I come back here to page 1, we have here the details, and then here I have each of the sections, so I can add the title of the section, and then I can jump to that section. Okay, so that's really cool, right? And of course, you can build those sort of templates all within any sort of PDF application, a PDF creator, which is what I did. And then you can just import them, save them, store them, send them to your Remarkable, upload. Yeah, you've got quite a few options. So I can just import files to here, and straight away they're on the cloud and on my Remarkable, but only because I have the Connect plan. Okay, so it really is worth every single penny. Now, with that, also I have all my ebooks here. You see I have some ebooks here, just some reading content. I also have a load of PDFs in here. Okay, loads of documents and stuff. Yeah, should be maybe going through those. But you see, it's a ton of content that I have in here. Now, on top of that, I also have the option of using a whiteboard. So let me see where that was, because I know there was a way for me to do that. So on my Remarkable, I'm going to close my previous document. And if I come here, say, to a new quick sheet, and then here in the settings, let's come here, settings. We have notebook settings, search, set to landscape. I can add a page, and then I have here the option to present something. So I can present with screen share, send by email, and convert to text, all because of the Connect plan. Now, if I go present to screen, I'll go connect to app, and now my Remarkable, as you see, present with screen share, accept, and now I can present here a document that I have on here, and of course I can flip it around, and that would then change the direction of that. So let me come here, search, set to landscape, and there we go. So just like that, I can come here and I can write in here and show you processes, where it needs to go to, whatever it is, and you see it all, don't you? So just like that, it is awesome. And I have all of these different pen types that I can actually adjust on here. So now all of this is visible on my Remarkable, of course, and it's presenting that here on the screen. So you can see I can just go ahead, change the pen type. I have a thickness that I can choose. I can make it nice and thin. I can change the color as well, because the color is then for PDFs. And there we go. I have a thin pen, which is then really nice. I also have the option then to also just use the keyboard on here, which is really cool. And of course, like I said, if I wanted to delete something, well, I have here the option to use the selection or the full screen eraser, which will erase everything, or the option, see here, I could just choose that section, and there you go, it's gone, just like that. And of course, I can move things around. So this selection tool is awesome. So I'll just choose this here. Yeah, it choose that option because it did not capture everything. But then if I capture everything, I can then move this around. like so, and maybe even decrease the size of it and move it some more. And just like that, I have changed my entire plan, the process or whatever else. I can even go back, I can go forward. And of course, because it's the first time I'm using this since I actually got it back, well, it's popping up with all the help features as well, which I guess is nice for you guys. So I have here then also the option to view all the pages, which you're not seeing here on the screen now. So that would be this icon here. So that one then opens up all of the pages for me in one view, and I can just choose a different page, and then I'm presenting that page. So that's a really cool feature too. We have then also tags that I can apply to that, as well as then all of the layers. So again, I can add multiple layers to this, and it becomes like Photoshop. See, this is a really hardcore tool, not only for training, presentations, for meetings, for so many purposes, for just, writing down what's on your mind at times, because, even in many of our jobs, you are just non-stop thinking, having to process lots of information, and having that there, you can just dump it all in there and off you go.